Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing great. In this article, we'll discuss Anaconda in both English and Urdu. We've included a comprehensive guide and 100 questions and answer pairs to help you understand Anaconda's core concepts and applications. What is Anaconda? Anaconda is a free, open source distribution of the Python and R programming languages specifically designed for data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and large-scale data processing. It simplifies package management and deployment. Think of it as a powerful, all-in-one toolkit that bundles the essential tools you need to start working on data projects without the hassle of installing and configuring them individually. Key components of Anaconda. 1. Conda. The core component and its namesake. It is an open-source package manager and environment manager. Package manager. It helps you find and install software packages, like pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, and their dependencies. It can install packages from the vast Anaconda repository and other third-party channels. 2. Anaconda Navigator. A graphical user interface, GUI, that allows you to launch applications and manage Conda packages, environments, and channels without using command line commands. It's a great starting point for beginners. 3. Anaconda Distribution. This is the actual bundle of software you download. It comes preloaded with over 250 of the most popular data science packages, like pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, matplotlib, Jupyter, so you don't have to install them separately. 4. Anaconda Repository, Cloud. A repository where packages are stored and from which Conda can install them. In short, Anaconda provides a streamlined and robust platform for data scientists, researchers, and developers to manage their projects, dependencies, and environments effectively. 100 Anaconda Questions and Answers. Section 1. Introduction and Installation. Question 1 to 15. Question number 1. What is Anaconda? Answer. Anaconda is an open-source distribution of Python and R, designed for data science and machine learning, which simplifies package management and deployment. Question number 2. What is the difference between Python and Anaconda? Answer. Python is the programming language itself. Anaconda is a distribution that includes Python, along with a suite of data science libraries, a package manager, Conda, and an environment manager. Question number 3. What is Conda? Answer. Conda is the core package and environment management system at the heart of Anaconda. Question number 4. Is Anaconda free to use? Answer. Yes. The individual edition of Anaconda is free and open source for personal and commercial use. Question number 5. What is Miniconda? Answer. Miniconda is a minimal installer for Conda. It includes only Conda, Python, and the packages they depend on, allowing you to install only the packages you need, keeping your system lean. Question number 6. When should I use Miniconda over the full Anaconda distribution? Answer. Use Miniconda if you have limited disk space, prefer a minimal setup, or want full control over which packages are installed in your base environment. Question number 7. How do I install Anaconda on Windows? Answer. Download the installer from the official Anaconda website, run the .x file, and follow the setup wizard. It's recommended to check the option, Add Anaconda to my path environment variable. Question number 8. What is Anaconda Navigator? Answer. It is a desktop GUI that comes with Anaconda, allowing you to launch applications and manage Conda packages, environments, and channels without using the command line. Question number 9. How do I launch Jupyter Notebook from Anaconda? Answer. You can launch it from Anaconda Navigator by clicking the Launch button under Jupyter Notebook, or by typing !Jupyter Notebook in your terminal or Anaconda prompt. Question number 10. What is the default command line interface for Anaconda on Windows? Answer. The Anaconda prompt is the recommended command line interface on Windows, as it ensures Conda and your environments are available in the path. Question number 11. How can I check if Anaconda was installed successfully? Answer. Open your terminal or Anaconda prompt and type !Conda version . If it returns a version number, the installation was successful. Question number 12. How do I update Conda itself? Answer. Use the command !Conda update Conda . Question number 13. How do I update the entire Anaconda distribution? Answer. Use the command !Conda update Anaconda . Question number 14. What is the base environment? Answer. The base environment is the default environment that is active when you first install Anaconda or open Anaconda prompt. Question number 15. Should I install packages in the base environment? Answer. It is generally considered a best practice to avoid installing packages in the base environment. Instead, create separate environments for different projects to avoid dependency conflicts. Section 2. Conda environments. Question 16 to 35. Question number 16. What is a Conda environment? Answer. An isolated workspace that has its own set of packages, dependencies, and even Python versions. Question number 17. Why should I use environments? Answer. To avoid conflicts between projects, to reproduce project setups easily, and to test code with different library versions. Question number 18. How do I create a new environment? Answer. Conda create, name MYENV. Question number 19. How do I create an environment with a specific Python version? Answer. Conda create, name MYENV Python equals 3.9. Question number 20. How do I create an environment and install packages at the same time? Answer. Conda create, name MYENV pandas matplotlib Jupyter. Question number 21. Question number 11. How can I check if Anaconda was installed successfully? Answer. Open your terminal or Anaconda prompt and type !Conda version . If it returns a version number, the installation was successful. Question number 12. How do I update Conda itself? Answer. Use the command !Conda update Conda . Question number 13. How do I update the entire Anaconda distribution? Answer. Use the command !Conda update Anaconda . Question number 14. What is the base environment? Answer. The base environment is the default environment that is active when you first install Anaconda or open Anaconda prompt. Question number 15. Should I install packages in the base environment? Answer. It is generally considered a best practice to avoid installing packages in the base environment. Instead, create separate environments for different projects to avoid dependency conflicts. Section 2. Conda environments. Questions 16 to 35. Question number 16. What is a Conda environment? Answer. An isolated workspace that has its own set of packages, dependencies, and even Python versions. Question number 17. Why should I use environments? Answer. To avoid conflicts between projects, to reproduce project setups easily, and to test code with different library versions. Question number 18. How do I create a new environment? Answer. Conda create. Name MYENV. Question number 19. How do I create an environment with a specific Python version? Answer. Conda create. Name MYENV Python equals 3.9. Question number 20. How do I create an environment and install packages at the same time? Answer. Conda create. Name MYENV pandas matplotlib Jupyter. Question number 21. How do I list all my existing environments? Answer. Conda env list or conda info. envs. Question number 22. How do I activate an environment? Answer. Conda activate MYENV on Windows. Activate MYENV may still work, but conda activate is the modern cross-platform command. Question number 23. How do I deactivate the current environment? Answer. Conda deactivate. Question number 24. How do I see which packages are installed in the current active environment? Answer. Conda list. Question number 25. How do I see the list of packages in a specific, inactive environment? Answer. Conda list nmyenv. Question number 26. How do I install a package, e.g., numpy, in the active environment? Answer. Conda install numpy. Question number 27. How do I install a specific version of a package? Answer. Conda install numpy equals 1.21. Question number 28. How do I install multiple packages at once? Answer. Conda install pandas scikit learn seaborn. Question number 29. How do I remove a package from the current environment? Answer. Conda remove numpy. Question number 30. How do I remove an entire environment? Answer. Conda env remove. Name MYENV. Question number 31. How do I clone an environment? Answer. Conda create. Name my clone. Clone MMYENV. Question number 32. What is an environment.iml. File? Answer. A YAML file that exports an environment's configuration, including its name and all its packages, allowing for easy replication. Question number 33. How do I export my current environment to an environment.iml. File? Answer. Conda env export greater than environment.iml. Question number 34. How do I create an environment from environment.iml. File? Answer. Conda env create f environment.iml. Question number 35. What is the difference between conda list and pip list? Answer. Both show installed packages. Conda list shows packages installed by Conda, and can also show pip installed packages. Pip list only shows packages installed by pip. Section 3. Package Management, question 36 to 55. Question number 36. How do I search for a package in the Conda repositories? Answer. Conda search package name. Question number 37. What is a Conda channel? Answer. A channel is the location where Conda looks for packages. The default channel is managed by Anaconda, Inc., e.g. defaults Conda Forge Question number 38. What is Conda Forge Answer. A community-led Conda channel that often has more, and more up-to-date, packages than the default channel. Question number 39. How do I install a package from a specific channel like Conda Forge ? Answer. Conda install C Conda Forge package name . Question number 40. How do I update a single package? Answer. Conda update package name . Question number 41. How do I update all packages in the current environment? Answer. Conda update all . Question number 42. What is the difference between Conda install and Conda update ? Answer. Conda install installs a package if it's not present, or updates it to the latest version if an older version is installed. Conda update is explicitly used to upgrade an already installed package. Question number 43. Can I use pip inside our Conda environment? Answer. Yes, but it is recommended to use Conda first. If a package is not available via Conda, you can use pip , but try to avoid mixing them for the same package to prevent conflicts. Question number 44. How do I clean the Conda cache to free up disk space? Answer. Conda clean all . Question number 45. What does Conda info do? Answer. It displays information about your current Conda installation, including the active environment location and configuration settings. Question number 46. How do I find out which channel a package was installed from? Answer. Conda list package name will show the channel in the output. Question number 47. What is a dependency conflict? Answer. It occurs when two or more packages require different, incompatible versions of the same underlying library. Conda's solver tries to resolve these automatically. Question number 48. What should I do if Conda gets stuck solving the environment? Answer. You can try pressing Ctrl plus C to interrupt and then use the strict channel priority flag, or try installing fewer packages at once. Question number 49. How do I install a package from a local tar.bz2 file? Answer. Conda install /path /to/packagename.tar bz2 . Question number 50. What is the Mamba project? Answer. Mamba is a fast drop-in replacement for Conda, written in C++. It uses the same commands but has a much faster dependency solver. Question number 51. How do I install Mamba? Answer. Conda install C Conda Forge Mamba . Question number 52. How do I use Mamba? Answer. Simply replace Conda with Mamba in your commands, e.g. Mamba install pandas . Question number 53. How do I pin a package to a specific version to prevent it from being updated? Answer. You can create a pinned file in your environment's conda meta directory and list the package and version there. Question number 54. What is the purpose of the conda config command? Answer. It is used to modify your conduct configuration file, which controls various conda behaviors. Question number 55. How do I add a channel, e.g., conda forge to my configuration permanently? Answer. Conda config. Add channels conda forge section 4, Anaconda Navigator and tools, question 56 to 70, question number 56. How do I launch Spider from Anaconda Navigator? Answer. Find the Spider application tile in Navigator and click Launch. Question number 57. What is Jupyter Lab? Answer. Jupyter Lab is the next generation web-based user interface for Project Jupyter. offering a more flexible and powerful interface than the classic Jupyter Notebook. Question number 58. How do I launch Jupyter Lab from the command line? Answer: Jupyter Lab. Question number 59. What is RStudio and how do I launch it? Answer: RStudio is an IDE for the R programming language. It can be launched from Anaconda Navigator if you have the R environment installed. Question number 60. How do I install an application like VS Code through Navigator? Answer: go to the Home tab in Navigator, find the VS Code application, and click Install. Question number 61. In Navigator, how do I switch between environments to see their installed packages? Answer: use the Applications On drop-down menu at the top of the Navigator window. Question number 62. What is the Global tab in Anaconda Navigator's Learning section? Answer: Global is a learning platform, now part of Anaconda Cloud, that provides tutorials and training materials accessible directly from Navigator. Question number 63. Can I install packages using Navigator? Answer: yes. Go to the Environments tab, select the target environment, change the filter from Installed to All or Not Installed, search for the package, and click Apply. Question number 64. How do I remove an application using Navigator? Answer: go to the Environments tab, find the package, Application, in the list of installed packages, select it, and click Remove. Question number 65. What is the difference between Notebook and Console in Jupyter? Answer: a notebook is a document containing code, visualizations, and text. A console provides a temporary, stateful Jupyter session for quick code execution. Question number 66. How do I change the default environment that Navigator opens to? Answer: use the Applications On drop-down menu in Navigator to select your preferred default environment. Question number 67. What is Anaconda Cloud? Answer: a package management service where you can find, access, store, and share public and private notebooks, environments, and Conda and PyPI packages. Question number 68. How do I reset Navigator to its default settings? Answer: you can run --Anaconda Navigator. Reset from the command line. Question number 69. Why might an application in Navigator show a Launch button that doesn't work? Answer: this is often because the application is not actually installed in the selected environment. Click Install first. Question number 70. What is the Learning section in Navigator for? Answer: it provides quick access to tutorials, documentation, and other resources to help you learn about data science and the tools included with Anaconda. Section 5. Troubleshooting and Best Practices. Questions 71 to 90. Question number 71. I get a command not found. Conda error. What's wrong? Answer: the Conda executable is not in your system's path. On Windows, use the Anaconda prompt. On Mac, Linux, you may need to initialize your shell by running --Conda init --. Question number 72. How do I initialize Conda for my shell, e.g., bash, zsh? Answer: run --Conda init bash or --Conda init zsh then restart your terminal. Question number 73. My environment solving is taking forever. What can I do? Answer: try using Mumba. Or be more specific with the package versions you are installing. You can also try --Conda clean, or and then retry. Question number 74. I'm getting a Conda HTTP error. What does this mean? Answer: It means Conda cannot connect to the repository to download packages. Internet connection, or it might be a firewall. Question number 75. How can I configure Conda to work behind a corporate proxy? Answer. You can set the proxy settings in your condarc file using the proxy _ servers key. Question number 76. What is the condarc file? Answer. A configuration file for Conda, typically located in your home directory, where you can set channels, proxy settings, and other preferences. Question number 77. I accidentally broke my base environment. How can I fix it? Answer. The safest way is to create a new environment and work there. If you must fix the base, you can try conda install anaconda. Revision to roll back to a previous state. Question number 78. How do I see the revision history of my environment? Answer. Conda list. Revisions question number 79. How do I roll back my environment to a previous revision? Answer. Conda install. Revision n where n is the revision number. Question number 80. Why is my Jupyter notebook not recognizing packages I installed in my active environment? Answer. Ensure the Jupyter kernel is running from the correct environment. You may need to install the ipkernel package in your environment and then register the kernel. Python m ipkernel install. User. Name mmyenv display name. myenv . Question number 80. Question number 82. Should I version control my environment.yml file? Answer. Absolutely. This ensures the project is reproducible. Question number 83. How can I make my environment.yml file more portable? Answer. Instead of using conda env export which includes system-specific build numbers, create a handcrafted file listing only the essential packages, preferably without pinning exact versions unless necessary. Question number 84. What is the difference between conda env export, no builds and the standard export? Answer. The no builds flag removes the specific build hashes, making the file more portable across different operating systems, though not perfectly so. Question number 85. My disk is full. How can I see how much space my Conda environments are using? Answer. Use the conda info command to see the location of your ENVS. Section 6. Advanced Concepts and Integration. Question 91 to 100. Question number 91. How can I use Anaconda for our programming? Answer. Create a new environment and install the our base and our essentials packages. Conda create nmya nvr essentials our base Question number 92. What is nb conda kernels Answer. A package that, when installed in your base environment, allows Jupyter to automatically detect and use kernels from other Conda environments. Question number 93. How do I register our Conda environment as a Jupyter kernel? Answer. Activate the environment and run Python m ipkernel install. User. Name mmyenv display name. Python. myenv. Question no number 94. How do I remove a Jupyter kernel? Answer. Jupyter kernel spec remove kernel name question number 95. Can I use Anaconda with PyCharm or VS Code? Answer. Yes. Both IDs allow you to select our Conda interpreter. Point the ID to the python.x file inside your Conda environments directory. Question number 96. What is bokeh? Answer. An interactive visualization library for modern web browsers, often included in the Anaconda distribution. Question number 97. What is Dask? Answer. A flexible library for parallel computing in Python. Integrated with projects like Pandas and scikit-learn, which can scale from a single machine to a large cluster. Question number 98. How does Conda compare to Docker? Answer. Conda environments manage Python dependencies and isolate Python runtimes. Docker containers isolate the entire operating system, providing a higher level of reproducibility and isolation. But a heavier. Question number 99. Can I use Conda inside a Docker container? Answer. Yes. It's a common practice to use Miniconda as a base image in a Docker file to set up a data science environment. Question number 100. What is the future of Anaconda? Answer. Anaconda continues to be a dominant platform, focusing on improving performance, e.g., with Mamba integration, enhancing security features, and expanding its repository of packages for AI, ML, and scientific computing. Finale, Anaconda is a free, open-source distribution of the Python and R programming languages specifically designed for data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and large-scale data processing. It simplifies package management and deployment. Think of it as a powerful, all-in-one toolkit that bundles the essential tools you need to start working on data projects without the hassle of installing and configuring them individually. In short, Anaconda provides a streamlined and robust platform for data scientists, researchers, and developers to manage their projects, dependencies, and environments effectively. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Thanks very much.